All right, nice and quiet. It's too dark in here. Hang on, I gotta change that. Hang on. We're gonna see what kind of filters we can throw on you guys today. Let's go this way. No. Nobody wants to feel like they're getting taken by aliens. That's for sure. Oh, no. 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 Okay, so we're gonna go farther. Oh, there you go. Spooky, spooky. Like I'm in a dungeon somewhere. I look like I'm in a dungeon somewhere on this one. Okay, so what's all those? On the stream, on my video stream. We don't need that one. We're not going to play with that one today. We want. You want to be in Bubble Land? We'll do the discotheque thing. I think that's like a benefit. You know, everything kind of goes with the flow.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can, you know, it's got Technicolor lights going on here.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what other options we have. I need more light. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Okay, so we need more light in front. What's this one do? I'm going to go into.
Fuck.
What am I looking for now? What was it?
You're looking for something that is using the camera.
No, I'm looking for something that brightens up my screen.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
find.
Your hues and shit.
It's not giving me any of it. System protection hardware. Let's see.
Your luminescence and shit.
No, it's going on to that fucking sleep night mode thing. Where it takes it into a yellow color or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got this one going now. What the hell? Got two different streams going on at one time.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of this vicinity.
It is live, remember that. It picks up. Why is it so dark? So I guess it's a little bit more light. Why is the color off? Weird. Oh, hey. Just trying to get some more better lighting in here, but it's not working very well. Alright, took me a minute. I had to go and kind of rebalance my energy. I've had just the worst evening for everything to go wrong today. It just went right out the door. So, where are we? We're in now, it is January the 5th, 2019. Glad you guys are here. I finally made it. I didn't actually get on schedule for what I was trying to be here earlier for you guys. But I had a situation arise that had to have my undue caring looking after it. Still, I'm just, going like from here. Rockets are going. So we're here. We're just going to do an energy update for all signs for the weekly. I'm going to be starting to get out different kinds of reads for all signs, like maybe starting with like the earth, air, fire, and water. We're going to start getting those ones out on a weekly basis. See how they do. Try something new. We're always doing the live feed still every day. We'll spend like an hour, so I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time in the evening as much as I would like to, seeing as I have to get the other videos done and uploaded. So we still have, still some time to hang out with you guys. All right. So, what was I going to say now? There was something that I wanted to mention. If anybody is having problems doing the deposit, from now on, payment is going to be required as soon as you request the reading. I'm not really in the mood to go and chase around for getting the payments taken care of. So if you want a reading, be sure that you have a donation to accompany in it, because I'm like at the last straw of the camel's back. That is not going to be fun when I end up having to get really, really, very upset and to deal with it, if that's what it takes, and that's what it's going to end up being. But I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to have to go there. So with that said, we're going to start. I'm going to let that slide. Just let it go. Okay, just don't worry. It has to deal with, payment situation. Is not apparently going so well for some people. They say they're gonna, they don't. So I'm not doing any personal readings unless there's payment or some kind of donation donated to the channel. Okay, I'm out here doing, taking time out of my day to come here to help you guys and assist you guys, and just take until you can't take anymore, until I put my foot down. Then that kind of ruins the fun for everybody else. So I'm making it very clear that if you want a reading or you're expecting a reading when you come to my channel for free, you better think twice. Okay, no more. I'm not doing any more free readings for the next little while, unless I feel the urge to. Private readings are still available. Payment required before the reading is done. No ifs, ands, or buts. No excuses. No making a deal to pay it later. No more of that, because it never comes in. Okay, so don't bullshit me. If you're gonna bullshit someone, go find somebody that's gonna take your bullshit and actually listen to the bullshit that you're going to give them, okay? Because I don't put up with it. I'm sorry. This is my channel. I have to pay the cost of, making it, comforting for everybody to be here, make it comfortable enough for people to want to come here. I don't want to have any tensions or ill intent people coming to my channel. I will automatically block you, um, and that'll be no questions asked. All right. So I guess we have to do guidelines like we're dealing with some school age people that are adults, right? So I don't want to be that type of person because that's really not me. I try to give as much as I can to people that really need it or that their situation. But coming at me with, oh, I'll pay you later, don't worry about it when I have some money. Well, then you can pay me when you have some money, and when I have time to do your reading, then I'll do your reading. Okay, when I feel like doing it. Okay, not when you get to or that you want to. It's going to be on my time then, and then you'll kind of see from the other side of the book. Okay, the outside of the book is right here, and you're not going to get inside that book unless you are honorable with your intentions of everything. Okay, so that's it. There's no more. Um, with that said, I don't know how to even pronounce your name, but welcome to my channel. I've just finally hit the bottom of the barrel with my kindness. If there's readings that have to be put out, that somebody's um, information that I get channeled into the situation, if it is dire straits, I will know. Okay, if you're just wanting to know how your love affair is going, probably not going to stick around for it. Okay, not going to do it. But it's hard to say. You guys go to work every day. You get paid for the work that you do. I am getting paid for the work that I do. Otherwise, don't say that you want one and then turn around and fall down, fall flat on your face. And karma will come back. Karma is a bitch especially when you have a Hoika shaman doing it from the other side. You want to draw that out. Then I'll be happy to deliver the karma right back to where it began in the first place. Okay? So don't try me. Really don't. I recommend you don't. Trust me. Red Moon, I need to talk to you, my girl. I have you for a reading schedule. Do I not? Hello, lovely, and thanks a lot. I really appreciate the messages that you guys give me as well. It's the reason why I come and do this. You guys cheer me up and make me feel somewhat better. Until we have a fallout with something in regards to the channel. But Red Moon, I do believe I have you written in my book. Where did I put my book now? One sec. Let me grab it. 1 second, honey. All right. So, got some dust on the table. Okay, I need some more light in here. Like, this is just not bright enough. Hang on 1 second, guys. Let's turn on my kitchen light. Ooh, that's bright. Okay, there we go. Now, if you can't see me with that light on, I don't know what the heck to even turn on then. Okay, so here I am. Now you can see me. Here I am. Lovely little me. And I'm here. Yeah, so the dream catchers that you guys see flying around my house, well, they're not flying around my house, but you'll see the odd one here and there. They are for sale if you want to get an authentic handmade by an actual First Nations shaman spiritualist native to my roots. Feel free to ask. They're authentically made. They are not woven, or they're not weaved, sorry. The web's not done and the dream catcher's not done when I'm under tension, under stress, or any negative energy, so it doesn't get put in the dream catcher. I can breathe again. I can breathe. Breathe. So I feel like I've been going a mile a minute today, but I haven't even left, my chair pretty much. But everything else is just going right sideways. Today is just not my day. I'm glad it's Saturday and tomorrow's Sunday, and it's a whole new day, right? And I'm grateful for my new days. Trust me. I could really use a shot of something, a shot of whiskey right now just to make myself just cool off. But, I don't drink a lot, but right now would be one of those times I would have to have a drink. So for now, we're just going to have our trusty old cup of coffee, because every good day starts with a cup of Joe, or 6 pots of Joe, which I probably had all day. I love my coffee. I really do. It's my favorite. And I can only drink it with those. I don't know if you guys know about those international coffee creamers that we have. They're called International Delight. They are the best creamers when you are wanting to have a sugar rush or flavor in your coffee. It's like the Coffee Mate liquid like creamer, but it's flavored like you can get hazelnut, mint, um, French vanilla. You can get them without trans fats. Oh, they're amazing. I love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Gotta love my coffee. I have to have my coffee and my cigarettes, and I'm happy. Keep me simple living. I'm doing good, Scorp. How was your day today? I haven't really been, able to sit and even interact with my chat over the last few days. I took some time off to get some things done, but I didn't achieve anything. I ended up having like a major sleep fest because I was so worn out from doing this. I actually slept on and off for like 2 days straight. Then I got up for a little while, and I was waking up in the middle of the night because I was doing readings late in the evenings, right? And then by the time I finish my feed and get myself down and get to bed, it's like going on 1, 2 o'clock. So I just wake up in a couple hours and start my day all over again. So my body finally kicked me in the ass, told me to go to bed, went to sleep, didn't wake up for like 14 hours. I slept right through the whole day. And I was just like, woohoo, when I got up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Bad mistake. Never try to recalculate or you know, put yourself back on the schedule that you were so used to. So I did do an air sign um, energy update. I just uploaded that one. That one is a pre-recorded one, so it's more generalized. It's not as direct as the live ones that we do. So I know that I have a couple people that have readings coming up over the next few days, and you are penned in. So I have Elizabeth on Monday. Um, I've got that for 7 o'clock or 7 o'clock your time, which is 4 o'clock my time. It's still early for me then. What else? Oh, we are supposed to be having a draw today, guys, and there's only 2 people here. What are we gonna do? Like seriously, do we push it over until tomorrow, or should we just, draw the names and then tell them that they won when we see them tomorrow? I think that would be kind of funny. Oh, what do you mean, what draw? I didn't do a draw. Did you guys know about a draw? I don't know about a draw. No, I don't know who won it. And then the next day go like, oh, by the way, did you hear about the draw we had yesterday? They would be like, what the hell? You guys are messed up. No, seriously, we didn't do a draw. Did we? Did we? No. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did. Not that I know of. I don't know. Who knows? I don't. Nobody knows. That's who it is. Nobody does. Nobody knows what we did. Do you know where nobody is? We need him to come and do our draw for us so that he can say that nobody did it. We need the little nobody gnome standing right here on my table going, okay, Karen, let's do the draw now. That little gnome, those little guys that look like little dwarf things. And they'd be standing here holding a red bucket and putting their little hands in there and pulling out these big, huge papers that would be like this to them. I think it would be funny. Just the shit that goes on in my head sometimes is just, pure fun. You got to be entertaining, right? So we have to get some gnomes. And I'll do the voiceovers for them. They'll just sit here and I'll just and everybody be like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? She's absolutely falling off her rocker. See, I got too much sleep, so now I'm like super hyped. Okay. I was feeling kind of rough when I started the stream. Not like overhung rough. Overhang rough. How do you say it again? Okay, my tongue's getting twisted. Oh, not an overhang. Hangover. I can't believe I couldn't say that word. Oh my god. But I think it would be kind of cool to, kind of mess with some of our other fellow Shaman Emmy family people that like to come here and shoot the shit, have fun, and have a good laugh. I think that would just be priceless to see these guys going right in a stir crazy. We missed it. Oh yes, you did, my dears. I'll even do the gentle voice of the fairies. See, I can put on a one-man show. I'll just sit here in my chair, just ad-libbing, right? But nobody knows. Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to get my energy level back up to like up to here. Well, I'm already not far off, but I want to go out with a bang. I am just so glad that the new year is here, and things are going a little bit more smoother with everything as far as the channel and the website thing. I'm trying to get a lot done in like a little time, and just having even a minute for myself too is kind of hard. So I don't know who we have here in chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and open up my channel here on my laptop, and we're going to see who's all here, so we can listen to the. So we're doing an all signs energy update. Okay, so I guess we should get started on that. Should we get started, people? Should we do that all energy outlook, the weekly energy feed? We're gonna stop that one from talking. We don't want the other me talking over me. So that's EM and I'm ME. We're mirroring each other's energy right now. We're staring at each other down. So I do have a twin. She's right there on the other screen. And there's one here. No, not me, you over there. No, don't point your finger at me. It's you, not me. Me is you and you are me. Okay? If that makes sense. So here I am. There you are. So where are you? Where am I? I don't care. I really don't. I'm glad I'm here though. But I'm over here, not over there. Okay? So you guys that are over there, hi from over here. Okay, now your brains are just going to go. Have some fun. Look how bright that light's getting. Whew. Woo-wee. And that's just a regular bulb. What the hell? That's like a dark shade on it, and it just like, I get like light just like glowing. Like, look at that. Just whah. Energy booster or what? Look at that, eh? That's crazy. Welcome to the room. Where's all the gnomes, all the fairies? Please come out and play. I want to play. All right, so let's get down to business. Let's have a little bit of fun while we do it, though. We got to have some good laughs and have some positive, happy, high vibration chaos. I don't know if you want to call it chaos, but you know what I mean. Take it over the top. Might as well enjoy it while you have it, right? Well, yeah, it's well, if I can be over here, but yet I can still be in my phone talking to you, communicating to you, does that mean that I'm in my phone when you're viewing me? Or am I, like it's not hard to, that's what I would think. If I was like new to this whole thing, I would be like, okay, well, if you're sitting over there and I'm sitting in the phone, but sitting over here, how does that portray backwards? See, because I have my other screen up. So here's my laptop right here with the screen. Can you see that? And everything in it is backwards. But then I look at this one and everything's the right way. So do we really have the same perception that we always have? Or does it change? Where do we draw the line at, front to back, back to front, up to down, down to up? You know what I mean? Like we're going in so many different directions with this new year. I think everybody's just kind of their top is blank because they're so grateful that they made it to 2019 in one piece, especially with a lot of the new beginnings and endings that we were seeing a lot in the cards in the last little couple of weeks, well, a couple months. So we're gonna do we're gonna pull a couple cards and we're gonna do some energy reading. And we're going to see what has, direction-wise, now that we are in our new year. We're a little bit, more in tune to wanting to have, experiences now. We've made it. We crossed the finish line. We did it. We did an awesome job at, 2018, but we're going to make it a 2019 that you'll never forget, right? That's what we want. That's what me and my guides want you to have, the most amazing journey that you can even manifest for yourself. But to be here to help you and guide you, and give you a little bit more, oomph if you need, kind of a boot camp boot kind of thing to get your ass in gear, then feel free to stop by. I'm giving those ones away for free. That's the only thing free right now on my channel is a kick in the ass, okay? Those ones, I'll, take a number at the door. You know what I mean? Our intuition's starting to warm up. Oh, look at that. My nose got itchy. So the intuition is beginning. My Sabrina, I wish I could wiggle my nose and go, and everything would just like bang, 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 and everything was done. It would just be magical. But, but then when I step back into my real body here, you know, I can't complain. I really honestly can't. I can't say that 2018 was bad. I don't, oh, hey, Vinny. Woohoo! I'm doing good. I've had too much coffee today. I drank like probably the equivalent of like 3 potfuls. So bear with me. So, getting through a lot of those last kind of almost like the last hurdle seemed to be like a really hard one for a lot of people to want to have the energy or having the lack of energy to even make it over the last hurdle, but managing to do it, with teamwork, with support, with people, offering help and guidance to get you through the last leg of the race for 2018, right? But we made it. We're here. We're safe. We're sound. We're healthy. And we're working towards a brighter future every day that we wake up, and we're looking through God's eyes. So I'm going to. I sometimes wonder if we are seeing ourselves in the mirror. We might be looking at us, but from another universe or dimension. Yeah. Speaking of mirrors, I'm going to give you guys a heads up on this one from experience, knowing that this was experience. I used to, when I moved into the place that I'm currently in now, that I've had all the paranormal, experiences with, and all the, spiritual growth happened in this house, was we used to find mirrors that were broken, or they'd be like, a corner broken off, or, they'd be like missing a piece on them, or they would have a crack in them, not fully cracked, but, they'd find little pieces that the mirror's broken, right? So we couldn't figure out why it was such a heavy feeling in the house, and it was because of the broken mirrors that we had, sitting in our bathroom, that we were going to actually cut it off and make like a full-length mirror out of it, until the weird things started to happen. You know, Mirrors being portholes, not portholes, portals to different dimensions. I even took a picture. I'm going to try to find it in my OneDrive, because I did actually forget about having a backup set of pictures in my OneDrive, so I will actually get that picture and show you guys what I mean as far as the picture. When you look at the picture, and it's a picture of a mirror on my dresser, and you can see like the dark energy beings actually like looks like they're crawling on the roof. But there might be different ones that are showing themselves. It's really bizarre when you have a picture that's done on a Polaroid and it can't be altered in any such way, right? But for it to show demonic energies in any mirror that I've ever had around me, it's happened. Okay. I even had people and other intuitive psychics look at the picture, and they could count at least 9 demonic energies, and they were telling me to protect myself. I'm still here. They haven't bothered. They're more fearful. See, like, look at what's above here. Like, it looks. Oh, never mind. Nothing. Something just popped up there. It was weird. But yeah. So I took a picture of it, and I wanted to see what would happen with the actual photo, if it would change like all my other ones had. And I have Polaroids from when I was like 6 or 7, and my grandma had like this wall-to-wall mantle mirror piece that went down the whole one side of the end of the living room, and then she had a gorgeous mantle with all her display area and everything. And I took a picture when I was younger, but I don't remember the picture. But you can see in between items that are on the mantelpiece. There's like a picture here, and there's like that, and those anniversary clocks with the balls on the bottom. Well, there was one of those. So picture this. This is the energy over here. That's me, and this is the energy peering through. And no word of a lie, it's still in the picture. You would blow your socks off. And I've always had it around me. I always thought, there was something wrong with me, but I guess that's the energy that I brought back from being past life pagan, or what do they call them, a sage, dealing with the darker energies. Because I used to actually, when I was in my teenage years, after I had all this happen to me, I went into a very dark kind of tone for myself. I was like, what they call goth is nothing compared to the goth that we did when we were younger. It's the modern side. But experiencing ever since I was little, even in my bedroom, like they would literally come in and manifest in my closet, and they would come out. They would see the shadow coming towards you. I don't know if it was my my time to know then, but it freaked the shit out of me. I used to go running into my mom and dad's bed and have to sleep in their bed. Um, but yeah, no, it freaked me out a little bit. And then in one of my pictures, it looks like I'm making the all-seeing eye with my hands when I was little, because I was like doing this, and I had my hand something like this, and it was like, you know. And I noticed that on people that it's actually a sign of, you know, Illuminati or, you know, secret societies that are around and visible to people. And it freaked me out because I saw it again yesterday on a TV show or a video that I was watching, a documentary, and I saw the man making the same sign, but being totally unaware that he probably was even making it. But I do have a Polaroid with me actually with that kind of hand gesture, and I'm, you know, sitting on my bed, and right next to me it looks like there's like a goat, but it only has like hair around its mouth, like a big mustache. You know, those goats that are really short haired, almost bald, sitting. And it wasn't very big. It was like a small dwarf-sized goat, and it showed its face, and it was almost smiling, and you could see its white little, you know, chiclet teeth, whatever you want to call them, but sitting next to me in the darkness, and you could fully make out the actual goat in the darkness. And for them to say evil does only work in dark. Um, Let me tell you that, yeah, when I saw that and it was the dark side, any picture I had, I would always have like a dark like entity or a dark film around a corner of my picture, and you could actually go in and find these entities within the darkness of the picture. It blows your mind. It scares the shit out of me sometimes to think about it. But I managed a lot better, knowing that I wasn't going crazy, that I knew that, you know, what I was seeing was real. And my brother actually pointed it out. He said, "Do you see that? Do you look in that picture? Look what's in there." He says, "There's demons in your picture." And I went, "What? No." And I must have clicked about, I don't know, 50 copies of it. And I was dumbfounded. I was shocked that it actually came through in the pictures. I really wish I had that picture handy for you guys. I really wish I did. But you go and flash it, and it actually will light up the picture inside the picture. And this is a part that scared me, was when we were taking pictures of it. It was like only lightning around that picture. There was nothing being illuminated outside that picture. There was nothing being lit up for anything but the picture itself. And it was like there was a light that went on inside that film. It's great. It's crazy. But you'll see when I actually get that photo and I can enlarge it for you guys to see. You guys will be like, you know, it'll blow your socks off. I don't even wear socks anymore because I kept blowing them off all the time, right? So we forgot to do lighting the incense for protection and guidance for all of us. Especially talking about this stuff. It can actually scare a lot of people. I'm not saying that I wasn't scared at one point or another. Like, I'm not saying that, it's not a scary journey, but it was one that I had to do on my own. Experiencing these different dimensions and everything to better understand my job as a shaman, as a healer, as a spiritual guide. I needed to understand where these items or these entities were coming from and understanding it for what it was. Not what everybody has made the big, oh, they're scary movies and all this crazy stuff. Like even the real life movies, that are people's personal information. It gets very scary. And a lot of people are very uneasy coming forward talking about this kind of stuff. So, that's what I like to be able to help people with, right? All right, super moon. Yes, that is the full moon tonight, isn't it? I don't even know what time that was at. That was supposed to probably be, it's probably what I should probably be, going and spending some time outside with Mother Nature and, my energy, which is the moon, for that. I haven't been, I've been crazy busy today, but I think I'm going to, hey, we should go out and hang outside for a few minutes and look around the sky and see what's going on out there. I think we should do that after. It's nice and quiet out there. That's the time that I like to be up and moving, quietly, mind you. Okay. I was trying to open a portal to another dimension using my mirror once, and I could do it once. I was very relaxed. Ooh, really? And what was your experience? What did you pull through? Hopefully you know what you pulled through. Because if you can't open, do you know how to close a portal now, though? That's the problem. People are opening up portals that they don't know how to close. So what technique did you what kind of I saw like a city floating in the air. Okay. Um, and how were you manifesting when you were doing this? No, because it's not your realm to step into just like that. Um, you have to get permission and greet them at a neutral party, and let them meet you on a neutral ground. You don't just want to jump into a dimension like that. That is very dangerous work. You don't do that. It's not a recommendation that I would give, especially knowing that they've been following and part of my life for most of my years. Right. So yeah. So when you're dealing with mirrors and you're doing portal opening, I sure as hell hope that you knew how to close it. Because once portals open, it gets pretty intense for the person that opened it. And I would hate to see anything coming and manifesting to harm you. Well, the first thing is, the bad thing that you did do was you opened a portal. Right? You went into their dimension and didn't ask. Portals don't just close by themselves. You open them, energy is released. They're very hard to close. They don't just close by themselves. That's one thing I can tell you. I can open up a portal in my house and leave it open by mistake, and you should see the bizarre things that do happen when you let those energies through. Because if you don't know what's on the other side when you open that portal, it's like you're gonna get bam right in the face, and it's gonna be something that you're gonna end up running out of your house and leaving the portal open. When you're doing portal work, you need to have the experience or somebody else that's with you, that understands portal opening and how to close them right away if something went wrong. The energy that's coming through there could be very dangerous. Not manifesting or being able to manifest, but it can actually enter into actually, it's like the movie Seven, when I have to experience, people in there, uh, the energy. If you've ever seen the movie Seven with, I think, what was his name? Denzel, was it Denzel that was in that one as well? I'm not sure. But you should make sure that you have somebody that's a little bit more experienced than you. See, and this is a prime example, you guys. This is exactly what I was talking about a few videos a couple months ago, saying how when people are doing crystal or magic work or trying to test the boundaries of the realm, um, when you're stuck in that realm and you have to live with that being your actual reality when you're currently in, even though you're not fully one piece in this dimension. You've got a foot in the door at the other side. And it's like they're going to slam that door and take that foot. Whatever they can take from you, they will take it. Okay, so your spiritual life could be very endangered if you aren't careful. And I would get somebody to come in and make sure that portal's closed, show them where you opened it, let them kind of feel and see if the energy is dissipated or if it's still open and you're just letting energies come and go kind of thing, right? So it's very dangerous to play with portal magic if you don't know what you're doing and you're doing it alone. Never do magic work by yourself. Always have another person that can be there to, if things get tough, that you can draw on her energy to be able to, if you get like trapped or you get them kind of attacking you, you can have another person there that, can help you and assist you, because two of you together is a lot stronger than one of them. Okay. Um, just some of them, though. Some of them can be quite unruly, but I have an explanation for that. You've been burning in hell, or in purgatory is what I like to call it. I don't want to say hell because I don't believe in hell or, heaven. I'm sorry. For anybody that might take offense to that, please, it's just my personal beliefs have changed from, they've done a 360 completely as far as religion and hope and faith and the lies that they promise you of happiness in a wonderful Garden of Eden. You know, I have a garden that I get to walk across the street and go and see. You know, the beauty that's outside my door that I get to see every day is basically like, you know, it's a great place to be. You know, minus the criminal activity, but when you don't, back to the portal, but you really should, Red Moon, take a look at maybe having a friend come over. I can look up a portal closing ceremony for you if you would like to double check that's not being able to open itself again. Because once they have access to this realm, they kind of like anchor here as well, so that they can't really be drawn fully back, you know, because they're kind of like in limbo, right? Um, I'm gonna catch my breath here. Like I'm getting a lot of stomach pain right now. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm getting like really weird vibration knowing that you did do that. Are you aware of now of how important it is to know what you're doing when you're doing magic work, that you can't just, you know, conjure up a spell or do something and it not coming back to affect you? You know, there's attachments made with that portal now. Remember that if you do run into problems or they do come through that portal, that may have felt like it closed itself, they could have closed it but left it with an open key concept that anytime they want to come through, they can come through. There's no boundaries there. um, yeah, so that's what I mean. They were trying to cross over into this dimension, and those ones that, you know, they sucked the energy until you fainted. Are you sure? Because I'm not getting a very good feeling about it. It closed by itself. I don't think that it would stay closed because they anchor themselves so that they have access. Once they gain the access, that they're guaranteed to fight to keep that portal open so that they can come and go as they please. That's why you should have a very strong person that knows the magic part of that. Um, oh, it's fine now? Okay. You tell me that, you know, the next time you have a dream and you're being attacked in your sleep. Um, we'll talk about that then, because I don't feel that, you know, or portals don't just close, they stay open, you know, 24/7, 7 days a week. Okay. And if you don't believe me, ask anybody else that's an intuitive, pagan, Wiccan. Ask them, can you open up and shut? Do portals just close on their own? And every single one of them that you ask will probably tell you, no, they do not. You have to physically go and close them. You have to go and, like, I had that one energy that I was trying to send home, um, but he wouldn't leave me alone. I had to literally go through a certain process in my house, sage my house, not allow him any binding him while he's here visiting, until he can get, you know, kind of a channel to move home or move in a better direction. And I'm getting a lot of white light, um, spears of white light, like razor kind of looking energy popping through here, out of the corner of my eye. But I finally was able to assist him, and I had to go to another shaman to help me because I was putting my energy and I was laying till the absolute most thinnest point of my life that I fought tooth and nail to get to, um, you know, my spirituality and what I went through. But I was still in the early stages that my strength and powers had not really awoken fully yet. It wasn't until exactly a year ago that that happened. Um, but he did a remote viewing. He saw that there is an actual portal right here in my living room. The one that a lot of them come out. Nobody gets to come in that is going to cause harm within my dwelling. If they have to go and do their business beyond that, um, you know, I tell them I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, if that's what you feel you need to do. And usually they actually, it's kind of funny because sometimes they come back and they'd say, "Oh, that was fun," and it was the boringest thing they ever experienced. Trying to, you know, they're so used to like Monster Inc., you know, like the cartoon version of all these monsters stepping through portholes and doors, you know, jumping into little kids' rooms to scare them, right? And put them into the fear base. But if there was to be a black shadow that actually would step up beside me, I would probably look at him and go, "Hey, how's it going? Haha, I know you know that I know who you are and that you're here." And they're kind of like, "Well, I didn't think that you would understand." Well, hell, you guys brought me through there. You brought me back. You brought me through. You brought me back. You brought me through. You know, So hey, I've been up, down, sideways, and you know, I love them. I actually do love, even the dark energies have their shining moments. So they're trying to come into the light and want to be part of it. So I would get shadow people actually when every light on isn't on, every light in my house was staying on because that's how bad it got for the dark energies. The shadow people were walking around my room. They would stand around my bed, or they would reveal themselves by my windows, but they would always look out for me when I was sleeping. I always felt safe when they were around. Oddly enough, I don't know why, but it made me feel safe after not sleeping in my room and realizing that demonic energy was living basically in the same area that I would sleep, and it freaked me out. Um, but after a while, you kind of get used to it. You get to learn very quickly which ones you want to help and which ones you want to stay away from, and let somebody else that's got a little bit more experience. Like even for me, I take on mine full fledged and full throttle, and that's the way I've decided to live my journey. Right, is to be, a spirit guide, and whether they're already on the other side or whether they're here to help them transition completely out so that they can move on with their soul journey. Right, wherever that soul journey is going to take them next, I don't know. I don't have the answers to that. Not yet. I haven't gone searching the Akashic records for answers yet, which I am going to be doing soon. I'm going to start doing my meditations for that and past life regression, doing all those kind of neat things that are going to be going on in my life. Because I'm on the I'm basically like in a second stage of a healer kind of position. Um, okay, so we have a Four of Swords coming out. All right, so there's somebody that something's being revealed to somebody that it isn't what it looks like. Okay, or it is what it looks like. Is but not. It's a surprise that you're going to walk into. Okay, you're going to walk into something that's how things happen in threes. So if you've experienced kind of some um, weird energy going on around you that you're just kind of like you step back and you're like, what the fuck is that all about? And you're looking at the in this card, you're looking down at the swords and you're saying, hey, what do you do? What are these doing here? It's like something has been misplaced and moved. And all of a sudden you come around the corner and be like, why are you here? So this could be a symbol of somebody trying to message you or trying to get in touch with you, and they left a calling card, right? So maybe they're going to approach you in 3 different ways, whether it be by phone, text, email, and you're not ready to actually go and talk to this person. This is not a person that left you with very good taste in your mouth, as they say. Um, but I do see that it could be like she looks pregnant to me in this picture. I don't know why pregnancy is showing up a lot. The new beginnings, new births, new challenges. Um, but somebody's left you possibly, or this person may end up leaving you gifts to kind of, here's, I'll send you some flowers, I'll send you some chocolates, the courting cage, the courting cage, the court case, or court case, courting situation of being like a genuine gentleman, and treating you properly, and you're not used to it, that you could possibly, you can't believe that this is like really sitting right in front of you, like it's like you just stumbled across this person. And the Three of Swords, we know what the Three of Swords can do. So the Four of Swords is more like you're cutting things, putting things into a better perspective for your understanding. This person that you may not want around. This could be a father, or somebody that has a separation from their children right now, I think is what this is about. And they're trying to provide for the family, but she's not being very receptive. So he's offering her his protection to take care of herself if she's not going to be wanting a relationship, or is scarred from the relationship that she just walked out of, possibly pregnant, barefoot, no supports in place. Always told her that he was going to take care of them, and now he's going to probably step up and be a man in regards to this pregnancy. So he may have left you in the cold for a little while, just to wrap his own head around the reality of that he's going to be a dad, right? He's happy. He's moving in the right direction. He's showing you the signs that he's serious about, being a part of the life, and he's offering you the gifts and the information for you to reconsider, for you to weigh out the facts, and figure it out. Where do you want this relationship to go? Do you want this relationship at all? Is there a benefit? Has there been a real serious change in regards to, the what do they say? Sending or inflicting, what is that? You know, truth. You want to make sure that he's actually keeping his word, and you're going to be very tough one to battle on this one. You could give her like a diamond ring, and she would still tell you, no, check your shit at the door. Not yet. I'm not ready to take this position on with you, right? So that's probably that. And we always know what the Three of Swords is, like a broken-hearted person. So we're hoping that these the broken-hearted person now has his swords clear of whatever nastiness was on them after breaking someone's heart. How the Three of Swords is in the heart, manifesting breakups. So now he's cleaned himself up. He's trying to make himself look more appropriate for your standard, because you have a high standard of personality and people, right? You want them to be their best and looking their best at all times, right? Like, look at you, even you got your hair all done, you're all dressed up, ready to roll, and then you got those Three of Swords that pop in, so maybe he's kind of just popping in and leaving little tokens of appreciation that you're going to find in odd places, possibly as well. So there's definitely somebody in the room here that might be pregnant. If you end up being drawn to this video and you happen to catch it in the actual video feed list, be sure to check it out, because there is some information coming through on that situation right there. So that was just a random energy that somebody out there is gonna come across this and be like, whoa, what? Excuse me, really? Are you kidding me? Like, you're dumbfounded that this could actually come out with the cleanest swords as ever. He took a lot of pride in polishing those up after the heartbreak, so did a lot of healing for himself, and now he's offering his strength and his protection to you, now that you're with child of his, that he's now wrapped his head around. You know what I mean? Not leaving you to have to do it all on your own, not leaving you to have to fight for everything on your own, but offering you guidance and tools to maybe make the situation a fixable one. But I think you just maybe had to have time on your own. And this is for any female or male that may be going through this, or that comes into contact with it. These experiences that you're going to have to experience being a dad or a mom are big challenges. But you guys are gaining the tools. You're collecting each other. You're going to support each other and not fear it. It's just a little person. They poop, they eat, they do everything that you do, just a smaller package furnished. Okay, they're furnished. I don't know why I got that. But, they're smaller packages of you. So take care of those little packages. Those are very important ones. These are priorities that, forget about all the other stuff. And this is what you should be focusing on: the relationship and the renewal of the broken heart. He is healed and ready to move forward, and, work through his shit, work through her shit, and they're ready to make a move in the forward direction with this situation of new growth, right? That's what I don't know why I picked that card out, why that card had to come out, but it was a jumper, so I had to read it. So that was what that was for. So definitely somebody's going to be in a little bit more cheerful spirits, and you've got a good communication going between you and your partner, especially when you're bringing a little one into the world. You need all the support you can get. Those sleepless nights, you got to take shifts. It's a lot of work for about the first. I only had trouble with raising my kids until they were about 2, right? And then they seemed to kind of taper off of the needing mommy all the time, right? They became a little bit more independent. All right, so let's see what other energies we can pull out tonight. What random messages or even direction for people that are visiting the channel tonight. Take too many here. All right, we only want a few cards, please, Spirit. We don't want to do a major read, but if it is to be that way, then so mote it be, so mote it be. We'll have to see where it's going to take us, right? So this is going to be just for general, all signs, all personalities, And it's not directed at any one person unless it feels that it is. I will let you know, definitely. So we're probably going to do, I have a spread that I wanted to do. I was trying to think of which one that was in. Hang on one sec. I know that there was a few different ones. Hang on, where is my this is what I want. I want to take this little guy out. I'm going to try doing one of the spreads in here that are a bit longer. I know I do 7. I know I do 3, 6, and 9. So that's past, present, future for 3. Or you get the present, future, and past, and it's laid out like in a deck of 9 cards. But there was one that I wanted to do from that was kind of popped out in my animal dreaming kit that we can use kind of layouts and find ones that work, right? We got to fine tune the system. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fine tune the system. All right, so Scott Alexander King's Animal Dreaming Oracle cards are really nice. I actually really do. I'm very grateful that I did trade that girl for a dream catcher to get this, because it is an actual real crazy book, and some of the meanings for some of the things in here, man, it's great because shamanism needs that, and working for the Murokai Tarot and all that stuff that I'm going to be advancing into and learning more about from my go-to lady in the UK. So we're going to do a totem spread today. So I'm going to lay the cards out, and we're going to do and we're going to go over what the totem spread reveals, what it kind of helps people with, what areas it works with. We're going to go through that kind of an unboxing of the unboxing spreads, okay? So we're going to see what kind of different ones we can pull on today. All right, so I do need my spectacles because I can't read this fine print. Can't miss out any details now. Okay, so we're going to do the totem spread. So it's, this is the totem spread here on this page here. So it's like, what is it, a 10 card spread. So we're going to get a good energy reading here. All right, so I'm going to get that laid out, and then we're going to see where it takes us. All right, so if you guys want to chit chat for a little while or ask any questions while I'm getting this set up, feel free to. I'm not putting any of my energy. I always kind of block it before I put it out on the table, because I don't want it to be a serious influence, especially if I'm kind of having some residual bad energy that I haven't cleared yet. So I have to do that later. But for now, I'm just going to do a quick little cleansing here. Okay, so we'll just do a little one. That's all I need right now, because I still have to cleanse my whole house after, things just kind of went sideways. So we're going to move those out of the way. We're going to put our little energy cards, rocks up here with our air energy. So the energy we're going to work with today, we're going to pull an overall energy reading. Always needs to start with the idea of what is going to be kind of revealing itself for us. So we're going to dive in with the goddess cards here. I was kind of using them a little bit earlier, just to kind of see what ones were, which ones, that might be coming into effect. And there's quite a few that I haven't experienced yet. So that's one goddess card. We're going to pull, let's do it, that one, and then we'll get a clarifying outcome card for after the spread is done. So we'll start with one, and then we're going to make like a giant circle back to a goddess card again after, when we're finished the actual main spread. All right, so let's get this show on the road. Can I get one more card, Spirit, in regards to the Goddess Oracle? For the outcome card of the reading, please can you give me an outcome card for the end of the read as well, please, Spirit. And this is for all signs for the week of January 5th to the 11th. Okay, so this is going to cover you guys for like the week. Okay, that's why it's going to be a general spread. I'm not going to be doing any little individual ones anymore. Like I said before, if you want a free reading, you might have to check out another YouTube channel. I had an incident show up today. I'll discuss it after I do the cards, and it didn't resonate with me very well. I wasn't even going to do my live feed, but once I got here and knew that you guys were here, and that you guys come to hear the music, right? But yeah, it's very unnerving when people expect everything for free. People were coming in here every day thinking that they were going to get a new free reading every day. I don't do that. And usually it'll give you the one up, right? And then you get to, um, cover the cost of my time for doing any more readings. I just saw like a black shadow walking in there. That's just kind of like really weird. My lighting's like always changing. Um, but yeah, no, it was weird because I thought I saw some dark energy up in the corner up there. But maybe it could be just a shadow. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a lot of energy around. I love it. I really do love my energies. So can I get one more card, please, energies? Come on, goddess and goddess. Gods and goddesses need an answer. We need to have an answer for the outcome. Please, Spirit. We're asking you generously give us the information that we so freely seek to be able to guide another person into a more spiritual path of understanding of self and being able to heal past traumas. We're going to give you outcome card. There's not clearly, I guess there's no outcome. There's no outcome coming out yet. Okay, so we're going to do one more shuffle and then I will cut the cards and take the first card. Or no, sorry, the seventh card. We take the seventh. That's right. Okay. So there we go. So I'm going to cut the cards now because they're not giving us, they're going to make us work for this one. They're going to make us work hard to get the answers this time. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's the outcome card. Okay, so the total energy that we're looking at, the actual read for the energy, please, Spirit. If you could give me 10 cards, please. We're looking for 10 cards for the energy update reading for the week of January 5th to January 11th for all signs. And that's card number 1. Oh, there's 2 there. Okay, so there's 1. There's 2. All right, more cards, please, Spirit, when you're ready. When you're ready to give them, I will take them. Okay, so there's 4, 3. All right, so we've got 7 more cards to go. And look at that, 7 people in chat. 7 people are watching to see how this goes. Okay, so that one, that one. Okay. Wow, a lot of information there. I just picked up on like a whack load of information in the first few cards. So we'll see how that correlates with the rest of the reading and the outcome card and the actual and overall energy. It's very interesting. There's a lot of people that are becoming more independent kind of energy, and that's good to see. So I see some really good messages, even though the cards may be in reverse. But it's the lesson within the card, right, that you have to pay attention to as well. So we need some more card, Spirit, please. I know it's been a long day, readings and everything, and using you guys a lot today. I know you're tired, I'm tired, but we have commitments that we have to keep and honor, and being humble to provide for people that are kind of counting on our extra bonus reads, right? So, okay, so we need 4 more cards, please, Spirit. 4 more cards. More cards, Spirit. That's all we need. 4 more cards. That's 6. Or is it, how many is it? 10. Okay, I have 10 cards. We need 4 more, Spirit, please. Alright, we're in the home stretch. We are in the home stretch for this reading. Alright, jump card, please. Anytime. Jump, 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 jump. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for giving us the cards we need for the reading tonight. I appreciate it so much. You guys have been, my go-to people all day long. Okay, so we're just going to move the amethyst out of the way. Put her back over there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so we've got 1 extra one. Do you want to see what the extra one was? Or do you guys not want to? Because I think this card has been showing up a lot of with a lot of different people in different readers, and I know that this has come up for me in the last, I believe, 5 readings that I've done. This is something that has actually shown up a lot in everybody's, in a lot of different people's readings. So this is, this could be another option for the outcome. Could end up being a tower moment that is just inevitable. You might have to face it and go from it. But this is going to sit with the outcome card. So these two are going to chill together for a bit. We're going to put them together and see if there isn't something that we can work some magic here, boobity bobbity boo, that there's going to be a bonus towards that card. All right, so I'll move the cards out of the way. So what we have here is we have a 10-card spread. It's called the Totem Spread. It's new for me to be doing. So I'm just going to get my trendy handy notebook that gives me some insight into a lot of good information. A lot of independently working is showing in its cards right now. So I think that might be the overall energy, is the independence that that we forgot that we could still be. You could be an independent being. You don't need to be like a showpiece, or being noticed for anything in particular, or being like the drama queen of the century, whatever it is. It's being independent within yourself and being okay in your own skin. That's what I'm seeing just from an overall glance at the cards that we have in front of us. Okay, sorry. So the card one is, we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so now here's this gentleman. So here's how the story is. The gentleman is sitting waiting for his lady love to come along. She doesn't show. So he's the kind of guy that you want to be able to grow old with. He's very he takes care of you. He'll look after you, and this could be a new energy, that some of these relationships are ending to find this new energy and find a new kind of exciting kind of moments, because maybe some of these relationships that we have, we overrun them and we stay with them until they get like absolutely down to the bare bones boring before we leave. We just want to be comfortable and not be alone, right? So this is teaching you to not worry, don't panic if things aren't going right, right? So that's what I'm seeing with the Pentacle. To be grateful for what you do have, and it's brought you this far, right? So it can't get any worse. Okay, you've made it through hell or high water. You weren't giving up. So like I said, he's waiting for his missus to come along, and she unfortunately got delayed, worrying about all her situations, and so there wasn't a connection. The connection wasn't made between the two spiritual souls, because she was in reverse, right? And he was upright. So this could end up being a connection that can still happen, that you could be a yin to his yang and a yang to your yin connection that way. But there is a definite connection going on, or that's going to be happening for said parties, a man and a woman. If you're a very well-off person, the person that you're wanting to connect with is a very down-to-earth energy. So it could be an earth energy, while you're an earth energy too. So you guys might be able to find balance within that coming forward. Like she's got the sun and the sun setting. Like she'll show up when she gets there, but she'll make an entrance. She will make sure that you notice her. Okay, so she'll be very forward, very outgoing, outspoken, more than what this guy is kind of reserved. Being of royalty, they tend to be a little bit more reserved and not as flashy, dashy, flash in the pan kind of excitement, right? Whereas this earth energy is going to stir up some boots, and she's going to give him a run for his money. She's going to teach him a few things, that she's learned over the years. And then you have, you go from a Nine of Wands, and you have your King of Pentacles over here. So then the connection is getting frozen. You're frozen, and you're sticking with your request from the universe. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to be rushing off anywhere. Like this is a tree that's iced in into the river. You've got lots of time before, the spring kind of comes, and new life, and new plants, new birds, new energies coming through. But feeling very, very bare, and kind of alone in the cold. You really want to have a partner coming towards you. So what I see is that you're ready to go and clear that energy. So my recommendation is, I gotta plug my computer in. Hang on one sec. The overall energy for that is, hang on, come on, get in there. There we go. The overall energy is that you want to be focused and allowing your, you've got, okay, so we're going to read the positions. I forgot to read you guys the positions as well here. So card number 1 is your true inner self, and it is where you store your hopes, fears, and plans and secrets and fantasies in. May offer personal contests and powerful spiritual investigation that will help you step out of the shade tree. Okay, so that's, coming out and being, more noticeable, like you just want to be having everything just going so well, like you're smiling all the time, you're happy. And that's what the inner self wants to be, is happy, and not, kind of melancholy, blah, blah, blah. It's no fun. Like you'd rather be happy skipping, playing in the rain for all, like we did when we were kids, chasing toothpicks down the little, the streams that would go down by the sidewalks, right? We'd have like toothpick races, being crazy and creative and spontaneous. Okay, take a different look at, the world outside now, and look at it on a more friendly, more divinely um, attuned to your needs, right? Um, and you're patient, you're waiting, right? The king's always patient. He's in no rush to go anywhere. He has all the time in the world because he's royalty. He has, an upper hand into that cookie jar, as I call it a cookie jar, the magic bag. So she's a one in a million kind of girl. She will be there. She'll be loyal. She'll be there when you need her. Almost like Superwoman, is always there when you're in the nick of time type thing, right? She's like going to be like a Superwoman hero, save the day kind of energy. And she's willing to do that. She's willing to offer that help and that guidance to people that are needing it. So then you got the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and you're still waiting. So, you're still waiting for, a time to be able to go and collect what you've sown um, on the tree that's trapped in a riverbed, right? You're not going to lose them because it's frozen, so you can go out on the ice anytime you want and go and retrieve them, right? They're not gone forever. They may go, for a float down the river if you're not fast enough, but right now you don't have to worry in regards to, them going anywhere. So, so card number 2 is represents your inner yin, thine intuitive and creative aspect. Like I was saying, the yin to the yang to the yin. So these two energies are going to be, there's going to be a relationship struck up just from, total opposite ends. She's like, the peasant girl that is a Robin Hood female version type thing, and he's the king that she wants to kind of spread out the goodness with other people, or spread it out to people that are in more need than take anything for herself. That kind of sounds like familiar to what I just went through. But hey, I can read myself and I can read for you guys too at the same time, which is not very hard. Um, so basically, you're going, you have another one in reverse. You still have a lot that you still have to work through, but realize that you need to take take a stroke, and then breathe, then relax, and then do it all over again until you get to an area in your life that you need to clear away. But there's definitely things that you're taking to go and bury it, like bury it at the bottom of the ocean for all for all you care. Is you just want it gone, and you don't want to deal with it. But you do have to actually singularly put each sword in a resting place that it needs to go towards. Okay, you can't be carrying it around. It's going to put a hole in your boat for one. The second one is that you're not going to grow 7 arms to be able to hold on to 7 swords. Okay, not going to happen. But those are the battles that you've won, the honors that you've gained from having this abundance of swords energy and not willing to part with it. But you don't have to part with it. But you can be maybe put it into a more filed place that you're not always having to look at it. It's like the little kid that played soccer and he's got all his soccer tournament trophies and medallions and everything. That's what that's like for you, for all these battles and the journey that you've started on. And that's what it's like for you, is that you're claiming your position and you're taking in your little tokens of appreciation from the spirit and the hard work you've done, right? So then we have the Mr. Page of Swords. Okay, so now we are starting a new beginning. We have the page here that's willing to, step up, be the man, fight the battles, and live with what comes out of them. That you're ready to accept, whatever is going to be released to you from the spiritual realm. But don't feel that, it's going to be a cakewalk. Okay, they're going to give you some ones and they're going to throw you some curveballs. Just be ready for them. Okay. Don't think that they're going to come straight forward and right into your face and say, hey, blah, 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 right? It's not going to happen, but you will know when that energy is going to come around and maybe flick you in the ear kind of thing, or catch you off guard. So always have your backup. Make sure you know who's around you. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't feel that you're alone out there, having to fight the battle alone, but you need to find support. And having that support through friends, family, just let them know that you would like to have their support, and if they can find the time to just even offer you some good thoughts on the journey that you're going to embark on, and just look after yourself first. Make sure that you're taken care of, so that you can provide for the other part of you that may have lacked in the earlier year, right, last year. You're learning to grow and mature into a young person with brains and a little bit of common sense. Okay, um, but staying neutral still. And then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Um, so the Eight of Wands is, to me, it resonates that it's focusing on an object in the far in distance that you can't quite see yet. It's not visible yet. It's still hidden, but it's pointing you in a direction of new growth and new pathways. And every single one, it's almost like there's like a big magnet underneath these little wands. It's like making them like group together to build a solid foundation, and then you'll be able to take that foundation and apply it, to wherever you're headed, which doesn't have an ending point. Okay, so there's not really anything that's right here in the middle where the swords are pointing, but that's what you're going to manifest something. That's when you're going to get to the stage of, I want to manifest. I'm learning to manifest, and I know how to get my manifestations to come to light or to reveal themselves in their due time, right? That's what I see for that one. And, roses, and I don't know what I would call them, daffodils or whatever, but, the amazing that flowers when they bloom, 1 minute they're closed, you go outside, the next day they're wide open. Like, that's how much growth expansion happens so quickly, right? You just change like on a dime. And a lot of people don't understand it, right? They're not allowing you just to bloom and say, hey, look at me, I can do it. Or you're constantly, that's what you're doing to people, is like, I can do it, I can do it, I'm bloomed, I know what I'm doing. So you might be facing a lot of that, people overlooking your work, or overlooking what you're doing in your life, or like being the nosy neighbors, or you know your grandma being the nag and making sure that her grandbaby is doing right, and you know what I mean. So there's a lot of different energies that are pointing at you, and you're just like, everybody just kind of get off me, I can do this, I know what I'm doing. And then proving yourself, at the end of that, right? Being able to prove yourself that you knew what you were talking about, you knew what you were planning. So basically, the card that's sitting in sixth position here, sorry, the card number 3, um, is the animal represents yang, masculine, tangible, conscious aspect. Okay, so number 4, which was the little boy in the boat in reverse. Number 4 governs your personal connection to spirit, and your best line of communication with great mystery can be called upon to protect you as you sleep, meditate, or commune with spirit. So that's just saying, that's taking some privacy time. You're going out into a nice cool lake where you can think, where you can have quiet going on. You're not having all the noise so that you can't think, or even have a breath of fresh air for a bit, and just allow yourself to have some alone time and look after those swords that whether you want to keep them as a sentiment value on what your challenge and your journey has been so far. By all means, keep them. That shows that you have been a hard worker. You were rewarded for your the work that you've done, right? You did a good job, so those are your rewards, right? So maybe that's in a different sense of what rewards are coming towards you, um, but you're not too sure if you want to accept them. You don't know what the intention behind them is, so you're on guard. You don't know what people's intention is, because everything has kind of been thrown for as excuse my French, but it's been thrown to a shit show, and that's what it's been: chaos and understandings that aren't meeting, and a lot of the communication has been taken away from focusing it on your spirit and your spirit connections and everything. So remember that your spirit guides, your energies, your angels, all come number one first. Your connection with spirit is a top priority. Okay, and that's at the center of the deck. That's you being accountable for your actions and protecting what belongs to you. Okay, so so card number 5 is demonstrates how to interact with others and how they perceive you. So there we go. Just like I was saying, everybody's looking at you and wondering, what are you going to turn out to be, right? what's this goal that you're shooting towards? Like, is there something on the horizon that you're not telling anybody? It's almost like you can see like a little horizon thing going over here, and people want to see if you're actually going to follow through. I think that's what this one's going to be about. How you interact with others, how to perceive you. It represents work you do and the way in which you do it. It can be determined or direction you may want to consider to lift you out of the mundane into a place of spiritual enlightenment and purpose. So there you go. So that's what you would like to have an experience, to be more in tune with yourself and understanding who you are as a human being and those emotions that we get so um, bottled and cramped up on, so allowing all that creativity to flow within yourself. So then we have the card that is in the seventh position here, and it is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So meaning that you don't have to really go all the way back to a childlike form. Independent, and growing. The new growth is probably happening, that you're growing into a new energy field, a new dimensional. Like, we are always growing. Like, what I knew yesterday, I didn't know today. There's always information coming and going. That sometimes we don't want to grow up. We had a lot more fun when we were kids, playing in the garden, running around, having a gay old time. No care in the world. You know how we were when we were children. We didn't have to worry about anything. Parents took care of all that, right? So it's remembering yourself, your inner child, that so many people grew up really fast from not being able to understand what it was like, being in like single parent families. Usually one child would make sure that the kids are taken care of, and having to take on an adult role, is what I'm talking about. This was what this means to me. And that people are growing up way too fast and just going at it just like mile 40 down the raceway track, and you've got no brakes. What are you going to do? Jump out, roll, tuck and roll, and have a good time while you end up tucking and rolling, because there's another path that you never thought that you'd ever take, jumping out of a race car at Mach 9, right? So you know what I mean. It's not something you would do, but you push the limit sometimes when you deal with your spirituality. You like to push the envelope a little bit farther every time. Just be careful of what you're pushing. Okay, be careful that you're not gonna run into any harm from doing it. Just be careful when you're experiencing those. You know, what do they call it? What was his name? Dave Osborne on that TV show. Can't remember, but he was Dave Osborne. They used to shoot him out of a cannon, but it was like a doll that they shot out. Make sure it's your alter ego that's being shot out, or give them a doll that they can shoot. Tell them you don't want to, waste your energy, but you got to go. But here's my friend that you can sit and talk to as if it was me, because I'm busy now. Right, so a lot of work is getting done. And then we have another card that's in reverse. So was mirroring the page upside down. So basically, it was saying that finding the balance in the internal conflict with yourself of, your childlike, your adult, and sometimes they get intermingled, where both are coming out at the same time, and you just like explode with, just in laughter and having a good time, and being able to draw on that, that younger energy that you have experienced when you were little. We were full of like piss and vinegar when we were kids. We had everything, always outside, running around, riding bikes, going swimming, do all the, active things. So maybe this is a sign that to be more active and finding balance within, your healthy lifestyle and your work lifestyle. Maybe there's some balancing that needs to be done, or, replacement of job, or, in search of job, that you need to find some balance between the home life and the work life. Relationship life, you're learning how to balance all three of those relationships, just those three, let alone your family relationships with your brother, with your sister, with your mother, with your grandmother, with, there's so many interactive responsibilities, and trying to just find the balance in them, it can get a little bit crazy. So, where to kind of tune yourself into. You go into yourself, and you kind of weed through the marsh and come out on the other side a little dirty, but you've got to kind of figure out how you're going to balance it. It's not going to be all that hard, but you just want to be able to share your experiences in your life with someone special as well, right? So we know how sometimes we put friends and family on the back burner when we get into a new relationship, but you never forget how to treat them. If they're accepting of the situation, they usually will back off. If they're not accepting, then they'll get like nose to nose, and they won't let the relationship continue. Speaking from experience there too, and being accepted is a big thing for people. So maybe the insight that you're trying to balance the relationship and it hasn't been revealed yet, but you're trying to figure out kind of how to do it with the utmost respect and humbleness to your parents, because it might be the opposite end of the kind of spectrum for them to look at you and go, okay, well, that person is like this, stuff that you find interesting, that they're just boggled that you can actually make a spiritual connection with someone and actually have a really good time with that person. There's other times when you end up getting a karmic relationship where things aren't so great, but you have to go through the lesson and take what you need from the relationship with you. If it comes time to have to move on, right? You'll know. It's either you fight or you flight. You can't just pick one and take it. If things are going good and there's just like a little bit of a bump in the road that you slow down and just kind of hop over, you'll be able to find that balance within a relationship that's going to be coming. And here we have the Two of Cups. So there's definitely a union coming towards you, or this could be trying to balance so that you can end up getting in tune and in sync with whoever is being put in your direction. But you're going to spend time with this person. You're going to find them all. You're going to get all dreamy eyed. You're going to for the females out there, you're going to be all dreamy eyed over the relationship, and you're going to be looking at this man like, ooh, what? You really? I would never have expected this to happen, But you were, the light is gone, ding, lights are on, and everybody's home, right? So there you go. So that union that you have been waiting for the new year is a good time to start, maybe manifesting, a meeting time, or if you already know who this person is that you want to start a new life or a new relationship come the new year that you had kind of in the back of your mind, thinking, well, I want to kind of wait until all this kind of crazy chaos energy is kind of alleviated from the end of the year. And all the stresses, right? But you will end up coming into the light with a partner that you'll recognize. You'll recognize the signs around it. Maybe he's standing below a street light, being illuminated, right? You might meet him saying at a beach or walking your dog, and just it could be somebody from your past coming back that just wants to shoot the shit. And then you find out the feelings that you've always had for this person since maybe even grade school are still there, and you want to maybe pursue them. You're more adult now, you can handle it. And then everything is just cohabitation, right? Not that you're going to move in together, but you're definitely going to make a connection with the opposite sex. So if this is a female that's listening to this, you're going to find an illuminated, like, where were you all my life kind of energy when you end up meeting this person. All right, so that's that. And then we have closing out. We started with the King of Pentacles. So now we're closing out with a King of Cups. Now there is your Prince Charming, sitting up on his little rocky ledge. Could be a Cancer sign, could be an Earth sign. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, not Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Or you could be dealing with the Earth energy that has a bit of water in their chart, right? So there is a definite masculine part to this story, and it's going to end up being a genuinely open-minded relationship. You're both on the same page. You both understand. Like Mr. Aquaman here is what I think, because he's got this big, huge shell behind him. He's like the pearl that you find inside the oyster. You know what I mean? Like he's the pearl of your dreams that you would just take and just cherish. Right? There's a lot of good energy coming through from this male or female energy that is going to be entering your life in the near future. I would say that it's basically nipping you at the heels, right, is what I'm getting. It's going to be happening faster than you thought or were going to plan on. So we're going to take a look at the outcome cards now. So the number, now we're just going to go back a few steps here. We're going to go back to the Page of Pentacles. And that is the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so card 7. Oh, I gotta put my little specs on here. Herald your birth and was your guardian and guide through your childhood. It can so-called be called initiate new beginnings. Okay, so that's what the page in reverse may not be the new beginning that you want. Like you don't have to just like kind of chill out on that for a little while and just reel back your energy a bit. You're still trying to balance family and work, right? You're still trying to balance these two, and you're not quite juggling yet. You're not, not that great yet at balancing, but you're working very hard at trying to find a balance for everything that's coming at you, like from every direction. So you may be overwhelmed with work as well, and could lead to a bit of a frustrating situation. But I do feel that you guys are going to end up making a cosmic connection, and it's just going to be like, oh wow, I love at first sight. Like seriously, love at first sight. You just are going to meet each other, and you're just going to like stare in each other's eyes and just be like, and you'll catch yourself doing it though, and you'll be like, oh my, like, oh my, did I just really do that? You know what I mean? But it's okay. The person understands. He's cool. He's chill. He knows that you're not perfect, or that he's not perfect, but he may be perfect in your eyes, and she may be perfect in his eyes, and then you have the connection that carries them forward for however long. It's not up to me to say. It's up to them to decide. It's their relationship, and that's where I cut off there, right? Unless I'm allowed to go there. So then, so that card number 7, card 8 was your guardian and guide during teenage years. Okay, this inspires you to strive, advance, to dare. It supports the energy of the animal in position 7 by grounding the innocence and offering a foundation on which new ventures are to be initiated. So that's the new beginnings, right? That's that new beginnings there for you on card 8. So now card number 9, which is the Lover's card that we have here. Oh, sorry, the Two of Cups. It looks like a Lover's card almost, though. You could misinterpret it for the Lover's card. So that one is, this card will often support its transition from young adult to parent. Depicted in our card offers strength for those who are questioning the meaning of life. The card is the guardian of the inner self. It acts as a mentor, a guide, because of hope, and if allowed, can show you how to master the art of contemplation. Okay, so that's learning from each other and working together as a unit. And if something you have something you want to share with them, or they want to share with you, actually pay attention, because it could be valuable information that maybe the previous people weren't really interested, but it means something to him. You know what I mean? And paying attention to that kind of energy field that you might be experiencing. I think it's going to be a wicked connection. We got like sparks flying everywhere. Okay. And then you have our King of Cups in the last position. Not last position, but this is what is going to be manifested, and this is what the energy is going to be providing, is a stable environment, a stable relationship, stable people in your life that are not going to cause you chaos and drama, and be the drama-free family, is one in itself a feat to attain, right? But to be looking after that, right? So it represents you as an elder, wise and teacher, reminds you of when to speak, when to observe. It embodies the level of maturity, innate wisdom, and strength that comes with experience. In this position echoes your integrity, your fidelity, and your level of impeccability, and is the most sacred. It will guide you back to spirit at the end of your earth walk, and will be there to witness the weighing of your heart against the feather of truth. So that was a really cool. So the overall reading that we're going to pull and see what this overall reading was supposed to resonate, but it's resonating. New commitments, new relationships within your circle is going to get a little bit different. There's going to be different people that you normally wouldn't be bothered with. What the heck? I just thought I saw some black one past my leg there. But looking at being more independent, walking into a relationship feeling good, feeling rejuvenated, feeling like you're ready for a new relationship, right? You've done all this hard work. And we got focused intentions. Okay, so that's what we got for the focus your intentions. Okay, that's what you're taking aim and ready to fire. So take note of what you're aiming at. If it's a job that you want, or if it's an apartment or a car, or you want to manifest this energy on a positive note, right? There's a lot of information that we just kind of skim over, and we don't really pay attention, but we get the gist of it. But focus intention, and her name is Diana goddess. The goddess Diana. Focused intention. Keep your unwary thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on on your target, and you will certainly make your mark. So there you go. So it's focusing on your individual that resonates. You're working as an individual, independent kind of, contractor for your own life kind of energy, right? And that's what this had a lot to do with. It was talking a lot about self work, working on the inner self before, trying to get into a new relationship with all that extra baggage that you're bringing along. Leave it at the door and just forget about it. If somebody wants to come and take it, let them take it, kind of thing, metaphorically speaking. That you're moving in a direction of more independent that you haven't been before, like the independence level that you are trying to get noticed by. People that thought you couldn't do it are going to be turning around and their mouths are going to be dropping open, going, "Whoa, I didn't see that coming." So be the energy that they didn't even see coming, and just work hard and keep moving forward in the right direction, right? So we had a definite connection for your making sure you know your intentions. Okay, so now the outcome cards. There's two. There is the Witch's Tarot ending, and we have also the Goddess. Okay, so we have the two energies. This could be the masculine energy. This could be the female energy, whichever way you want to look at it, depending on how it depicts in your life. So these are the outcome cards. So I'm ready to flip them over and see what we have, and let's hope for good messages. Wow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so basically you went through a tower moment. Your tower moment has already been the worst of the worst of the worst. Like you opened up your little stash box, or whatever you want to call it, your spirit box, or your energy core. Your brain is like your little whoop, flip it over and file a dex. If they could do that. But realizing that you're opening your mind, and your understanding is becoming a little bit more clear with giving the direction, or sending smoke signals for somebody to come and help you out from the journey, right? You don't have to go through a tower moment. And this isn't really like a whole tower falling apart. To me, if you look at it really close, hang on, it's kind of like the top is popped off. Like you lost your cool, and you don't quite know how to get it back. And being genuine, right? Like you just kind of popped your lid, just like, oh man, just blew it, just forget everything. And you were getting really frustrated because you weren't understanding how your energy is working, and the frustration that can come along when you're trying to move in a direction in a more positive way, and everybody's trying to hold you back into the way that they know you as, and don't want you to advance to become better, right? They're jealous. So envious people, be very careful of those type of people that may be coming around and causing kind of little rifts in your life, and just excuse them. Say, do you mind, I really don't have time for this. You can go, and go find somebody else to interrogate, or whatever they want to do. And then finding your inner goddess. Okay, the lava, having the volcano is about to erupt. Your tower moment is definitely coming. Okay, but you're going to understand it, and you're going to be able to work from the inside of that negative energy, and you're going to switch it around so you have a gorgeous, better view of what's coming for you in the future. Like you're as hot as rocks, and nobody wants to get on the side of you where you end up losing your mind, because people can get hurt. That's what I'm hearing. People can get hurt if they want to, do the moronga with you and have a good time. Well, you'll stay cool. You'll be chilling, but don't push you past the limit of no return, because once you get past that no limit, that no speed limit, no zone, no go zone, and you land right in the middle of it, it just keeps going and going and going. And sometimes it's hard to break out of that, harness until, the absolute last dire second kind of thing. And that's what people are doing. They're waiting and watching everything go around, and they're just mesmerized by all this stuff that's going on, but not taking notice of what needs to be planned. What avenues do you have set in place if your house was to, be going like within a couple weeks from a lava overflow? You know what I mean? Like being prepared for, yourself and your partner or your children, making sure that everything's in tune. If something drastic crisis comes along, that you're prepared for it. So. Mother Earth's not done with us yet. I know that. I can tell you that much. She's not done with us yet. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of the other bizarre things that are going to come through as far as her say so. Because we always listen to Mother, right? We always listen to our mother more than our dad. So, that's in correlation to, paying attention and being your own independent, observer, and appreciating everything, and enjoying it, before it's gone, right? Enjoy the beauty of and the magic of watching a volcano erupt. I think that would be cool, just not erupting into my yard kind of thing. So take that. And I think there's a lot of positive information there that, you're still working on yourself, and that's what you need to really focus on. Relationships and everything else comes second place to your health and your well-being, okay? So don't feel that you have to go and go run amok and jump for everybody else, and then you're lacking in the energy fields or the energy that may be coming forward. So that's your update for the energy for the week of January 5th to the 11th. And we're going to do, I don't know how many people are here. Do we have enough people to do the draw? So everybody that's here, that is here on a regular basis, that has subscribed, been part of the chat, has shared the video, liked, commented on it, let me know what your thoughts are. Did you like it? Did you have, some insight? Did it resonate with you? Or if it's not quite time for it to resonate, it may come in, later, closer to the end of the week for you. Because sometimes it likes to spread itself out so it's not overburdening you, right? I'm just going to grab another drink here to wet my whistle. One sec. Hang on. One. Okay, I need some water here. Oh. Okay, let's get some water. Cold water. Right. Okay, so that's some water here. I had to go rinse out my coffee cup. So yeah, we have a lot of good emotion, a good place to be. This year is gonna come in and it's gonna be sweeping you right off your feet. It's gonna be a very positive new year. I can see it already. And I haven't been seeing any 10s in all the readings I've done. I don't think there was very many that got it. Like everybody was getting 10s last year, like cutting off into the new beginnings, new endings. You know what I mean? There was a lot of 10 energy going around for like the last month and a half. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but in a lot of you go and check out any tarot reader, guaranteed they're going to have a few 10s in that reading. I know I was getting them as well, and I noticed that a lot. Was experiencing that. All right, so yeah, I know they like to do that. Like we had that experience earlier, Janice, when they would like boom, light, flicker, right? I've had it where they've actually like gone darker, lighter. It's the energy fields in my house. But yeah, so okay, so my family getting their own place, and I haven't found mine, but yeah, please like and share, everyone. Your lights are kind of flashing behind you. Oh, thanks. Thanks for noticing that kind of stuff, you guys. It's great to know that you have people that are on the same page and moving the same vibrational idea that they want as well. And it's great to have a bunch of us crazy vibrating high. Not high, but high enough to, enjoy our life, right? Enjoy the life that we're given, and to have a better perspective on things is a much needed place for a lot of people that even don't want to know the truth because they can't handle it, Well, then they better stay away from my channel, because I'll give you the truth, the whole truth, and everything but the fucking truth, okay? As the saying goes, right? But who am I to say anything? So I'm going to just put these guys away. I don't know how many people are here. We did have quite a few people, but you didn't stick around for the draw, then you didn't stick around. So I haven't quite decided on what I'm going to actually be drawing for right this second. I don't know who's here. So if anybody knows anybody that's out there, you better get them, share the video with them so that they know that the draw is coming up. Now that we've done the energy reading for the week of January 5th till the 11th. And thank you to my energies, my guides, and spirit walkers with me to help me on my journey to be as effective as I can be. My kudos to you guys, and I love you. Mwah. So I love my energies. I always tell them thank you. And we're going to throw the spirit box on for a little while and see what they have to say now after that intense energy reading went on. And who knows what is in store. All right, so Miss Ashley, hey girl, I thought you were going to show up. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, Ashley. You're more than welcome, and it's nice to hear people saying thank you. It really makes my day makes my day a lot more easier and less stressful, so I don't have to spend so much time, doing a meditation to kind of clear my blockages for the day. My day's not a perfect day, but I try to get through it the best way I know how. And even with the stresses that come along with it, you kind of have to just swallow it and deal with it as it comes, right? So that's what I'm learning. That's one of my lessons for the new year is that I want to be more not adaptable to being like a doormat type thing, but to be a little bit more understanding, have a little bit more compassion. But when the bills come in and I have to pay them, it's not like I can say, oh, have a little bit more compassion, I'll get taught you later. You know what I mean? Like the bills still have to get paid. We still have to make our living, and this is what I do for my living. So donations, please, you guys, would be grateful. Moving towards a new year and keeping the channel up and being able to go through this with you guys every day, I think I would absolutely be lost now because you get to have, you get intimate relationships, personal information is being shared, and you get that a weird, not a weird, but it's like an odd feeling relationship that you're not familiar with. The unfamiliarity can also be you coming out of your shell to be revealed as who you truly are, right? So where's my other bag? So I'm just gonna get these guys put away because I like to have my cards put away for the night. I like them to be in their little safe haven, in their little protective little bags. I'm gonna get a few more of these. I really love these bags. They come in so handy, so handy. I think I might even just sew myself a couple of them because it looks really simple and easy enough to do, right? But yeah, no, I like it. It keeps my little Rider Waite guy happy and dry. So he gets the bag. His little package kind of gave out on him like almost within a week of me after I bought it. Okay, so that's that. I'm just gonna light another incense stick because I love the smell of my incense sticks. I think I'm gonna light a lavender one though for balance and relaxation. Here we go. So yeah, so I'm gonna light a couple of these puppies up because it's always nice to find balance. It's always nice to find energy that, after a long day and stress, you can sit back and enjoy some meditative music. So that's what I'm gonna do for like 5 minutes while I have a little unwind and focusing on a little bit different energy as we go. Okay, there we go, Mr. Lavender. And I love the smell of lavender at night. It's so calming and soothing, right? Like I even when I was when I had my children, they have that baby wash that's lavender scented. So I bought it for my one daughter, and she never used it. I did. I would put it on, and like the lotion and everything you can use as well. That you can purchase. It's there. There's the bath wash, the body wash kind of thing for them, and then they have the actual lotion and everything you put on. Well, I used to go and bathe my daughter at night for a reason. Every night she would have to have her bath, and she's so tiny in the sink. But she would only go to sleep if I bathed her and put that stuff on her. It was the only way that she would go to bed. I don't know why, but she was hooked on that stuff from the day one that she ever had to use it. She just loved her bath time. And it was hard because she was born with a big black mark on her back that took up 3/4 of her back when she was born, but there was no actual skin tissue or fat cells growing underneath. And it went a fair size around her back, and it was huge. It was very big. When she was little, I used to go put her in a shopping cart to go do grocery shopping or something, and she'd have a little shirt. She'd lean forward, and you would see it. People thought I was beating my child. And I finally said to this one East Indian couple, I said, do you want to look and ask what that is? Or are you just going to be ignorant to just making up your own idea or assumption of what it is? Because it did look like it was like a beating, like a black mark. And it, the bruising kind of purplish around it. And people, instead of asking and, asking for an explanation or, being inquisitive, just look down your nose at me. And I went off on people like crazy. And my daughter, she always used to say, Mommy, I love you so much because you love me even when I'm broken. And I said, you're not broken. She says, yes, I'm broken. She said, I'm broken, Mommy. I can't even. My skin is broken. That's what she used to say all the time. My skin is broken. My skin is not the same. How come it's this color back here and this is up here? And then in the summertime, she also is now allergic to the sun. She goes out in the sun and her face will get how people have skin abnormalities, but it's the one where your skin tone is your skin tone, but then you get interactive in the sunlight and it's almost like you're allergic to it and it bleaches your skin. You get like white patches. That's what my daughter ended up with, and she's like, see, I'm not broken. It evened out in the end. And now she's down at Arizona State University or college, Eastern Arizona State College, on a scholarship, playing ball. Like this little girl has been a go-getter from day one, and she doesn't stop. She's pushed herself to extreme limits, and she's got herself playing ball for a very good American team at the Eastern Arizona State College. And I don't really have much time to get to spend with her because she's so busy and she's all the way in Arizona. But there was kind of a situation that came aboard in I guess it would have been end of June, mid July, that really put me in a very difficult space, headspace, and all I wanted was support from the kids, to help me get them to understand what it was like to be in um, in the situation that I was at the time, with no communication with my kids, not wanting to talk to me, be part of my life, and you just keep moving forward. You deal with it. You accept the fact that this situation is the way it's going to be, and make sure that that you heal from it, right? But I'm a mom, and I'm supposed to be crazy as a loon, and just things, just unsurmountable. Been called names, and I'm just like evil, and I'm such a bitch, and all the nastiest names that people can come up with. And it's like, well, okay, well then I've got a really long list to add to have to do an acting course on, I think, because I can't play all those people in one shot. You know what I mean? So, I like to have fun. I like to joke around. Because life is too short. You get to experience so much when you're growing up, and you get to do anything you want when you become a teenager out of high school, and you can choose to go to college. You have so many opportunities, and I didn't take those opportunities when they were given to me. I wanted to play ball myself as a basketball player. Threw my knee out, so I wasn't playing. I was off in a half cast for 6 months, and my knee's never been the same, right? So, but my daughter's now doing it. She's going to exactly the way that I would have went, and I'm very proud of her. But I don't get to see her retire that much, situations. People change, they grow apart. They have a father that like to bend me in half and pick apart everything I do in my life. That wanted to be throw me through the mud as much as he could. That's why I'm not with him. But for him to be that ignorant. So what I'm going to do is I think we'll. Oh, okay. Which one should we do? I don't know. Which idea of Dreamcatcher are you guys looking at? I have the ones that you guys used to see me with them behind. And we've got these little guys. There's those two little guys plus the one in the middle. I'm not selling right yet. I'm kind of enjoying her right now. But I have another orange one mobile there one. I've got a blue one. Those ones are a little bit more expensive due to the detail in them. You're looking at more like $45 for those ones, but shipping on top of that, I think it's like $18 for me to ship that to the States. I do have smaller versions. I have a red, white, and blue one that's kind of American colors because I know that a lot of you guys are from the States, and I'll show it to you. For the ones that haven't seen it, I'm gonna just kind of walk you around my suite here to show you the game catchers. Oh, hang on. Oh, there it. Okay. So, come on. Okay, so I have this blue one. Right, that one would be more like $45. It's all hand done with like crystal or with like white, shiny pearlish kind of with clear, with the baby blue I thought that one turned out absolutely gorgeous. But here's my little American one, because this is, I know that you guys are you are from American side, so I thought I would do one for you guys in the American colors. So that's red, white, and blue, right? Um, white. Oh yeah, these ones, they're actually blue. They're like a midnight blue, and you can actually see the printing on them, that they're a natural pheasant feather, and you can see like the different tones of blue in there. And that's the same as far as this one is too. These ones are as well. Oh, that one's kind of, so you get the, I'll turn on my, I don't know if I can turn my flash on, but you kind of get the gist of the coloring, right? It's like a really midnight blue, and it's got like ripples or stripes in the feathering, um, so it's really cool. Then I have this tiny little guy that I made for someone, but they haven't picked it up, so I don't know if they're going to come and pick it up or not. But it's the orange and red, and it kind of looks pink, but it's actually an orange red feather combination. So there's like red feathers, and they look kind of pink, don't they? But they're actually red. They're actually a darker red than what's showing on the camera. So there's that one. Then we have those ones. We have the small blue one that I created, a lot of detail, and that's the little girl and little boy ones are going to be kind of staying with me for a little while. I want to use their templates and stuff. And then we have that orange and black, or orange and red as well, in a different, more traditional hanging of the loop, right? So, um, oh, jeez, that stupid cord. Okay, and then we have the keychains that are done. I don't know if you can get much light on them. Um, yeah, these ones are like the keychain ones, so they're longer ones, Then we have the yellow and black one that isn't quite finished. I just have to do the butterfly on the bottom. Then we have our brown one in the back still. I haven't been promoting any of my stuff. I wanted to take it down to a flea market and sell them, but I haven't, found a way to do that. Then we have this one that's got a double hoop hanging, like another orbital kind of look to it. Then we have the or the rear view mirrors, keychains, ones that you hang in your mirror in your car or your truck, whatever it is. And then we've got the blue and white one there, where it looks like the actual butterfly is like in mid suspension. You can't even tell that it's even there. Right. So I want to add a couple more feather to those ones because I think it's kind of short for the either that or rise the butterfly up a bit. So these are the keychain ones. The brown ones, I've had them. There's another secondary one with a two hoop kind of wet meshed together. So yeah, so those are the ones that I'm kind of, you can have your pick from. So we're gonna wait till we get a few more people in here to do the draw. I have to get my little bowl, get the names of people that are here now, and put it in the bowl as well. So give me one sec. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so we're gonna. I need a pen. Pen. And the only thing is, as far as shipping, I'm gonna have to get a quote on that. I'll see if I can figure out a better way to ship them for you, the cheapest way possible. But I don't know, because the last time I shipped something, I'm definitely having to do a tracker on it. So I think they're like an extra $15 or $16 for shipping costs. Okay, so here's our big bowl. Same names in there as before. So who is all here? Okay, so chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you know anyone who would like to join, feel free. So I have to add, okay. So can the first person starting, Ashley, can you start with the first person in the chat that's new so that I can just write the name down and just kind of go off your comments so I'm not looking through all of them again, seeing as you could probably go through it faster than I could right now. And then just type the names out and then I will add them as we go. Because I know there's a few people in here that aren't here, but we'll just keep drawing until, we have a winner. The consolation prizes will be 2 free readings, 2 15-minute free readings for you guys, for the new subscribers. We'll put their names in just for the new subscribers this week. for the 2 free readings that we do, just to give you, something to, enjoy, experience it. It's worth the experience. So, that's how you get to earn live readings around here, or you end up becoming a moderator and they get rewarded like with free readings, or an item that they won that we drew for, or there's different things that are going to be happening. Like, I'm not just going to be doing these, I'm going to also be having like crystals and stuff made into pendants and stuff. Kind of want to get more into that jewelry kind of thing as well, but I want to try to find a little bit of that turquoise. Okay, so we got Vinny. Okay, so Sim Parade. Okay, Vinny, I know I have. Vinny's in there. Sim Parade. Okay, and who else do we have? Elizabeth Martis, she actually still has hers in there. And who else do we have? Red Moon, okay. I'm not sure if I have Red Moon in, but I'm going to put her in anyway. I'm not sure if I have her in there. I don't know if I did. Okay, KYK, oh, KYK, okay, yeah, I remember that one, KYK, okay. Alright, and then we've got Jean, and Janice. Who else do we have? Jean, great, okay, great. So I wanted to ask you guys, I want to have, a draw for naming my channel. I want to have some input into some good names, and then we'll have a draw for something, maybe something more like a gift card even, or an email a gift card type thing that I can like send to somebody, or we'll figure something out for that. But I want to come up with that's okay, Ashley, no worries. So I'm gonna get these guys put in while you're looking. But I really would like to be able to come up with a really a good name for my channel, instead of just Shamanang. Even though it's a great name. Jokes. But I want to get a little bit more more noticeable in regards to my channel, right? I need a name for it. So if you guys have a chance to come up with names, kind of see what you can come up with, would be great. Okay. Okay, so anybody else? So I got Janice in there. I've got Jean in there. I've got KYK in there. And Elizabeth's in there. You're in there, I believe, Ashley Boo. And Red Moon is in there. I just put her in there. Yeah, Red Moon's in there. Okay. So is that it? Oh, where's my phone? Where did I put it? Oh, over here. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I just sitting all the way over there. Thank you, Janice. I do put a lot of work into my dream catchers. Like I said, I don't work on them when I'm like frustrated or anything, because then it's just creating the wrong environment for the dream catcher, that it actually will weave the spirituality part right into the dream catcher. So I try to stay as calm, cool, and collected, put on my meditation music, and off to creation I do. Right? Okay, so if anybody has not had their name put in for the draw, where you have other people that are regulars here, be sure to be giving them heck for not showing up. It's their own fault, because this is the end of the year draw for the dream catcher that I mentioned over a month ago about. And plus we're going to throw in the 2 readings, because that's what we would do if it wasn't a monthly read, extra special one, because I wasn't here on the 31st and there was nobody here to kind of do the New Year's Eve draw with. So we are going to say that we're closing all options now for anybody joining, and we're going to start. We are going to draw some names. One sec here. One sec. Okay. Where is oh, hang on one second. Okay, there's, yeah, okay. Alright. You know, or you can actually, if there's not ones that you like that are hanging here for, as far as like the smaller ones, right? And the keychains and the other ones for the mirrors for your visor in your car or your truck, whatever it may be. Um, you know, those are the ones that, and it makes it a lot easier because they are actually on chains that you can clip on and clip off. I also have ones on there that you can be interchanged. They can be interchangeable. So basically, what you do is you order one now. You ask for the interchangeable setup on it, and you can actually take off the hoops. It's like having a Pandora, hoop version for Pandora, right? And you can actually just disengage it from the actual hanger, and then trade it in if you want a different one. You only pay for the actual hoop, so it's a lot cheaper that way, more economical for the work that I do. So that's the option too. You have like just a regular adapter, or you can have the one that's interchangeable for future dream catchers, or whichever you want to choose. You have the option of picking and choosing what one you want to have, different colors, and then I'd ship it back to you after the payment was received, and you would have an interchangeable. You'd have two for your Pandora rear view dream catcher. All right, so let's get down to business here. We're going to get down to business. Okay, so now we're going to be drawing for, we're going to do the draw for the two 50-minute reads first. So everybody, I wish I had those little like raffle tickets. So I wonder if I could get my Mr. Stranger to come and pull the names. Hang on 1 second, let me see. Let me ask. Okay. Okay. He's not in the mood to come and do it, so I don't want to have to obligate him to do this. Okay, so we're gonna do it ourselves. We're gonna. She's an idiot. All right. Okay, so bibbidi bobbidi boo. That the person that gets the clue. Okay, so I'm trying to make it so it doesn't look too fishy or anything. Okay, so we're gonna give it a good tumble. This is for the first 15-minute read from me. And tell me when to stop and pick a number. Then I will stop and pick a name. Just pretend that this is like rolling around and we're, just mixing it up. So Ashley, tell me when to stop, darling, to pick the name. Here we go. Where we stop? Nobody knows. Okay. Are we stopping yet? Are we stopping? Okay. Come on, Ashley. Tell me when. I'm just mixing them around, getting a good mix on them. I think I'm in a bit of a delay, I think. Okay, stop. Okay. So whatever one I pull out of here is the winner. Okay, so dun 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 dun. So the first 15-minute winner for, I'm going to write this down so I don't forget, for this week's two reading draw is, oops, almost dropped it. Oh, and you know what? It's somebody that's new to the channel, somebody that hasn't had a reading yet. This is so cool. It is for Sim Parade. It's got a 15-minute free reading with me at any time that suits your best interest. So I'm going to write that down. So we got Sim Parade. Okay. So I'm writing you in my book so I don't forget you. You can email me your details, like contact email, so that I have you on, the contacts list, so we can kind of set up a time that's best suited for you to have the reading. I'm pretty much available. Usually either in the morning is really good when I'm fresh and awake. Or you could do it later in the evening after I've done my whole day and unwind. I can do like an unwind kind of a calming kind of energy one for that. So you have the first winner's ticket there. So there you go. Congratulations to Sim. you're gonna enjoy it. You really are gonna enjoy it. Okay, so now for the second 15-minute read. Oh, hang on, my screen's really slow here. 1 second. Okay. Okay, congrats to the winner. Yes, so Sim Parade was the winner on that one. So Sim Parade, are you here to claim your prize? You have to be here to claim that prize. Otherwise we put it back in, and nobody, then you don't actually get an effective situation. So hopefully you're here. You have until the end of the next two draws for me to be able to allow you to claim the prize, a few minutes, whatever. And the next person that I just picked out. Okay, you guys are gonna get really upset over this one. This one is like for real. Like I don't know how in tune this girl that I have sitting in my hand right here is so in tune and loves me so much when I do her reads, and to be of great service to this girl really makes me makes me warm and fuzzy. And she's a very quiet spoken person. We don't really usually hear a lot from her in chat. She'll come in and be like, hi guys, what's going on, how is everybody doing? But I think you guys recognize the name. It starts with an S and it ends in a 4. Does anybody know anybody in the room that has an S as the first letter and a 4 in the last? If you can tell me the prize, then who knows? Maybe you'll gain yourself a 5-minute free reading. Yes, actually, it is score 444. What a lucky girl. She hits them every time. You must have a horseshoe up your butt, girl. You must have a horseshoe up your butt because every draw that we've had, you have always come out. Right, so that's the 15 minutes. And that's cool. I'm really excited, to have a new person that's going to enjoy a 15-minute reading with us. And as part of the family here, you're always welcome. So yeah, Scorp seems to hit these draws quite a bit. I think she's not tipping me enough to throw it though. You know that, right? She doesn't pay me enough. She hasn't even paid me to throw this one yet. I didn't even try, mind you. She still showed up. But she doesn't pay me enough to make, her name not come in. Okay. So otherwise I'd be like making so it's not in there. But I'm just kidding. So those are the 15 minutes. So now we're going to draw for the Dreamcatcher for the end of 2018 for you to end up recreating. I'm going to put your guys' name back in for it. For you guys to be able to dream and be protected and be able to sit in your quiet state and have focus time. It's going to offer you guidance and protection from, ailments, whatever kind of energy you want me to put in when I ship it. I will do like protection on it and then I will ship it. But it's very important that when you do receive it on the other end, the energies that are different people handling it and stuff, it will be sent in a package inside another package so that the kind of barrier, nobody's actually physically getting in there and touching it. So that's what and the shipping cost is I'm not the bigger ones I'm not doing, so it would have to probably be one of the smaller ones or like one of the small ones that's like the 4-inch. Those are the ones you get to choose from. So if we're ready to go does anybody know how to play the drums? Oh, here, you know what we'll do? Hang on, wait. This is what we'll do. Okay, this is gonna be funny, guys. You guys are gonna laugh. Like you're gonna have a good laugh. And I'm gonna go here. Turn up the stereo a little bit. Okay. And we're gonna do it this way. Okay. You guys will like this. This is really funny. It's gonna make you all smile. Okay. Promise you that. I do promise you. You will be laughing by the time we're done. Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can edit one here. Where is it? Okay. So here we go. So now what we're gonna do. Okay, so I just need to get into a thing so people can, just give me like 30 seconds of, a peace of mind here for a quick minute. And we're going to go into, we're going to replace the audio for a minute. And I'm going to pause that. We don't want to hear it. Okay, shush. Yeah, shut up, neither. Okay, so we want to. Okay. So I want to. They don't have the other sounds. Okay, let's see what this one is. No, that's not it. I want the sound. I want the actual. Hang on. No, it's not showing me, but you can get like those sound audio library. Let's see. That's the one that. Oh, here we are. Found it. Got it. Okay, I got this. I got this made for you guys. This is gonna be like. This is gonna be funny. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. Okay, so ready? We're gonna do this, and it's 26. Okay, so here we go. Now you guys pay attention. This is really real. Okay, so we're gonna do the draw now for your dream catcher, end of 2018 to your 2019 new handmade, authentically handmade by a native craft person. So it is an authentic, actual dream catcher, not the the fly-by-nighters that like to throw them together and claim them as native dream catchers. All right, so here we go. Ready? Here we go. Why is it not doing it? Ready? Here we go. We're gonna start that over again. Oh, there we go. Okay, so ready? Here's the. Okay, we're getting in here. Okay, that one was weak. Okay, so we're gonna keep mixing, until Scorp tells me to stop, and then we will stop. All right. Do we have one yet, people? One more time. One more time. All right, so here we go. That was the final one. So we're going to pick a name. Who are we going to get out of this one? Who is the big winner? Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. Sorry. I just have to adjust a few things. You got excited there, wasn't it? You got excited there. You thought I was going to draw the name, weren't you? Okay. So we're just going to move things around a little bit. Make it wait a little bit more for that dream picture. Make it worth the while. Okay, so are we ready to do this again, folks? Oh, and that name is not the one that we want to take out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got two. Oh no, they're gonna have to flip a coin. We have two people here. I can't cut the dream catcher in half. I have two people in my hand. One of them is not here, but she is a regular. And oh, the other one, I haven't seen him. So we might not have to worry about that. But the first one, the infamous, well-known, unknown, that we have in our midst, is the unknown person. Nobody's name should be in here. I think nobody should be here too. Thank you very much, Ashley. She is here, and we also have Dead GPK. So now what do I do? Yeah, Daisy's not here to claim the prize. She knows it's Saturday's draw day, so she's out. And Dead GPK, I haven't seen them in a while. So we'll throw her back name, throw her back in, because she's not here. Unless she has to pop in right this minute and say, oh, I'm here. You know, she might have an opportunity, but I think we're going to move on to the next contestant, please. All right. Let's see here. What can we do to make this an exciting draw for you guys? I want to do something kind of different. Let's see here. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to see what we have here. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's try this one. Okay, we're gonna find one that works. So you guys just you're just waiting, aren't you? You think we should draw this dream catcher today, or should we wait till tomorrow? You guys want it today, don't you? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we are going to okay. All right. Here we go. We're gonna just pull her out. We're gonna pull it out. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh my. And we have a winner. And hopefully you don't live too far for me to have to ship this item to you. I'm just kidding. Okay, so okay then. I think that sounds okay. What do you think? Does that sound okay to you, Kay? Okay, cool. Does it sound okay? Are you sure? Because this is cool with me, and I'm definitely KYK for you. So I'm very happy that you happen to show up. So, if KYK is still here, you won yourself a free one of the dream catchers of you're choosing one of the smaller size ones for you to just have me send to your beautiful place. That's the winner. We got 2 15-minute reads when we want to congratulate Sim Parade, and who else was the other winner now? I don't remember who the other winner was. Do you? Sim Parade and who was the other one? Sim Parade isn't here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to throw her name back in the box, and we're gonna have to redraw for it. But she was here just a minute ago, wasn't it? Okay, so Sim Parade is not here. Okay, we can redo that one. That one can stay out because I don't ever see the person coming on. Okay, so if she hasn't been able to collect her prize, then we are going to have to do another one just like we did with the other draw. All right, so we're keeping it fair. You know, everybody has an opportunity to win here. Like, you know, there's people that have won like 2 or 3 times in a row when we were giving away like 10 draws at a time. But yeah, we're definitely going to pick another name for the 15-minute draw. Okay, so here we go. What's this one say? So how bad do you want your reading, John Gray? How bad are you manifesting this dream? You are manifesting this new redraw. You wanted this to happen, and look at that. Your name just came out. There you go. John Gray is here, and he can claim his prize. So there you go. Right? Congratulations. See how fast, you know, things can happen in the world here. Really, really fast. You won't even see it. It'll be done in a blink of an eye. So we have KYK for the Dreamcatcher. I'm going to write that down. So you're going to have to email me your shipping information. I'm going to have to see about how much shipping is going to cost. So hopefully I can figure that one out. Because I already sent Jessica's through the post. I haven't heard if she got them yet. Seeing as you are here, Jess, any updates on that one at all? Have you heard anything in regards to your shipment that I sent you? Okay, so we have so we're changing that to John Gray. Okay, and it was Scorp 444. That's right. Okay, Scorp 444. Okay, so they're still not there. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, I'm not impressed with Canada Post. I'm gonna have to pull that receipt. And I'm gonna have to go over to the post office across the street and get the number and find out why it's not there. Um, because that's not go. It's not go in my boots. It should have been there right now. And I don't have any small enough hoops right now to go and remake the little guy his. I have to go out and purchase more hoops. So I used the last of that a while ago. Um, because that was your gift as well. Was when you won that dream catcher that went in the package with your son's Spider or Superman one there that we made for him. I feel really bad. I don't know why that would be like that. So I'm gonna go over and have to talk to them about it. I'm gonna have to find the receipt for it for the actual delivery information. Maybe I have to go and knock on some heads here and find out what's going on. Okay, so that's pretty much the show today. So we'll see. John Gray, you can email me. If Ashley or Vinny G could throw that into a note on the chat that he can email me so he can get in touch with me. Scorp 444 already knows her. I already know her details. So I can just email her just to confirm with her. The other thing was what else? Elizabeth, you have a one for Monday at 4 p.m. Here, I thought I was doing it today, so I'm getting all excited for her, right? Okay. Yeah, we'll have a good night, Janice. Hopefully, we can get that issue kind of hopefully looked at and resolved by tomorrow. Maybe have to make some phone calls to the bank and see if there's something wrong with that. Okay? So we're going to work on that one tomorrow. I'll see what I can find out. Yeah, so yeah, so I'm just gonna finish doing up my um, air sign. No, sorry, earth, fire, and water. All energy reads for the next following week. For people that are here, that might benefit from having a more laid out structure of readings that they can just even pop in and check out as well, right? So, gotta meet the needs of the masses, people. Meet the needs of the masses. So that's the show tonight. I just want to say hi. Thanks for showing and being here and enjoying the stream. Leave your comments and shares in the boxes below. I'd really be grateful to hear some feedback on the channels. If the way that the channel is kind of progressing. If you think there's anything else, like any suggestions that you'd like to see on the channel, feel free to voice them. Because we could always kind of make a different kind of routine at any given time, right? So, but we do have fun here. We have some good laughs. We enjoy each other's company, and we sit here on a positive note. We try to. You come in a growly mood or a kind of a upset mood. By the time you leave the stream after 2 hours, you will have had a really good time to sit and roll and laugh your ass off while you're here. We like to have fun with it, right? So I'm really excited on how things are going with the channel, and it's growing. It's not doing leaps and bounds because it is not your traditional reading, so it kind of doesn't really get lost into the unknown. It just kind of gets placed in a different slot, and that's fine with me. I like the little cramp, and I like to have very close knit people, that are good, and they really want to be moving forward and take the advice and direction that Spirit uses me to give to you guys, right? So yeah, good night, Janice. I hope you're feeling better tomorrow. Give me a call tomorrow after lunch, so I have time to make some phone calls in the morning in regards to finding out about that. See how we can't resolve that some way or another for you. So yeah, so I'm glad I actually ended up doing the live feed. I think I was kind of thinking I was getting a little bit late, but it is Saturday night. It's time to have a party. Crank the tunes, get partying, have a good night, and just enjoy and smile a lot. Definitely spend some time smiling. it takes a lot more to cause wrinkles. You know what I mean? So make sure, yeah, you definitely share it and enjoy it. Right? It's there to be, listened to. It's been recorded. It's been done. The authenticity. You know that you've been here around here long enough to know that the authenticity is 100% genuine and with the little dash of love in between. Right? Because you guys are amazing. You're an amazing crew to read for, and I enjoy it. It makes my life more purposeful because I'm actually using my skill set to be able to bring happiness and energy into other people's life that they may need. Kind of a boost. We all need a little boost once in a while, and it kind of feels good when you're able to help another person out. So, with that said and done, private readings are going to be changing to payment before. If you're wanting a live reading, I do have to ask for the donation up front because we just ran into a glitch on somebody's reading and we're kind of working our magic with that one, and we're trying to get that one organized. So um, with that being said, until I can clearly see that the payment's been received, only then can I give the readings. I'm not going to be doing a lot of free readings unless it's drawn and I feel the need to. It'll be on a need to be done basis. If you want to have any readings or cards pulled, it will have to be the payment in advance to make sure that it goes through. Because we had a complication with one of the reads today, that the payment got glitched somewhere and it wasn't working to being transferred. So with that said and done, we want to try to keep those kind of errors down to a minimum. So if you want, you can send a donation in support of the channel. It can be a measly amount. It could be your whole paycheck if you want. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, but I appreciate the donations because then I get to go out and purchase things for you guys and make it more, more custom, designed than most channels, right? So, uh, and I'm grateful for it. I'm very grateful that, I'm able to go back to my roots of shaman and be in the shaman's kind of path, avenue, location. You can find me at home, right? I hardly ever go out either. It's because I don't like to pick up energy from others. That's something else. And I'm getting like little white smoke clouds kind of showing up in my house now. Like the vapor almost looks like vapor. Um, and it's weird because you can't explain it. You can't explain, the vapor, and you're seeing smoke, like smoke billows. And I'm not smoking. I'm sitting here. I have a candle burning that doesn't give off smoke. And to be able to see those, it's kind of cool to see the angels and them all kind of fairies and everything kind of reveal themselves slowly. And no, I'm not high. No, I'm not drunk. And I'm just telling you the straight to God's honest truth. That they look like little wind puffs of white smoke. So there's white magic being done on behalf of the channel. I'm sure of by now because that's only reveals itself when somebody else is doing like a blessing on the channel. So yeah, so I'm grateful for whoever's doing that to find the time to take out of your schedule to help us along. I just want to send kudos and hopefully this finds this to the person that was manifesting that good energy. And who knows, maybe it was one of you guys, right? So I love it. I absolutely love it. And with that, I'm going to say adieu, and we'll catch you all on the flip side of life. Tomorrow, when we wake up, remember to always remind yourself when you put your feet on the ground that it's a new day and it's a great day to be alive when you open your eyes and you're breathing again. It's a great day to be alive. Even if it's rainy as all hell out there, word of advice, plant your feet on the ground. Say, Mother Nature, thank you, God, you're still there, supporting me, in all my journeys. And, be gracious to God that gave you the eyes to see. Be gracious about everything you do in your life and keep moving forward. It's going to be a great year. So long as we keep up the high energy and keep it going, I think we're going to have a pretty good rockin' channel by the end of the year again. Who knows where this will lead any of us, but it's leading us down a better, more purposeful path, and that's the main part, right? The rest will fall into place, but just being there is the number one key. Is just to be there on time when you need to be, right? You'll know. You'll know. Run on Indian time like I do. You get there when you get there. You get there when you get there, right? But just sending blessings to all you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great sleep. And I am signing off for the rest of the night. I will see you all again tomorrow morning dailies will be up, say for probably 11 a.m. We'll do one. We might change it over to like your daily lunchtime kind of thing for people to enjoy. So maybe at like 12 o'clock or so, 11:30, 12 o'clock, I'll have some other readings up that might be of assistance to people as well. So we're going to get them out there. We just got to get, plugging away at the messages and making sure that they're arriving on time for whoever's in need of them, right? So from my heart to you and my brain to you, give you my knowledge the best that I can, and wish you all the best. Okay, so love, light, love you guys. Good night. I will see you in the morning.